The TVWAN News is proudly brought to you by
BSP, our bank, our people.
Hello and welcome. This is Saturday's news. In this edition, GST relief, ICT proposing social media policy, and Solu overcomes adversity. The government has allocated 685 million kina as household assistance package in the 2025 budget as relief measures for its citizens. The package includes the removal of goods and services tax or GST on 13 essential household goods at value of 210 million kina.
This is a new initiative by the Mara Barroso government, adding to the existing household relief package of personal income tax cut for employees earning 20,000 kina or less as their annual salary. The personal income tax cut is valued at approximately 300 million. The 13 goods to receive GST cut include rice, tinned fish, tinned meat, noodles, cooking oil, flour, soap, tea, coffee, chicken, baby diapers, and sanitary pads. This comes into effect in July 2025. The Treasurer Yingling Stuck in his budget speech said the plan is to have this measure extended through to 30th June 2026, with plans to extend it further as part of the 2026 budget. Another household assistance package in the 2025 budget is the increasing of the stamp duty threshold to 700,000 kina from 500,000 kina for first-time home buyers. This is expected to put 15 million kina back in the pockets of first-time home buyers. The other household package included in the 2025 budget is assistance of school project fees, saving parents a total of 160 million kina. This is on top of the tuition fee-free subsidy for public schools right across the country. In total, the 2025 budget aims to put 685 million kina back in the pockets of Papua New Guineans. The government started introducing household relief packages back in 2022, where 587 million kina was first allocated, followed by 590 million kina in 2023, 460 million kina in 2024, and 685 million kina in 2025. In total, these household assistance packages amount to 2.3 billion kina. Ruth Rungula, TVWAN News.
Following his statement made on the floor of Parliament on November 28th, Minister for Information and Communications Technology Timothy Masiu is affirming the urgency for policy intervention to create a safer, more accountable and family-friendly digital environment that reflects Papua New Guinea as a Christian democratic nation. Minister Masiu says social media has transformed the way we communicate, connect and do business. However, alongside its benefits, it has also become a place that has facilitated illegal and harmful activities such as human and drug trafficking, cyber harassment, and the proliferation of explicit and harmful content. Our vulnerable populations, especially children and young people, are increasingly at risk of exploitation and negative influence in unregulated online places. To address these challenges, the ICT Ministry is proposing a Social Media Policy 2025, which will, among other interventions, propose restricted access for children, mandatory digital identification, verification, and platform accountability. Former Governor-General for New Zealand and recently appointed moderator for Bougainville's independent consultations, said Jerry Mate Paraya was in Buka last week for a 5-day visit for high-level engagement, community consultations and public meetings in key districts across Bougainville. The autonomous Bougainville government on Monday, November 25th, announced the visit of Sir Jerry Mate Paraya, former Governor-General of New Zealand and moderator for the Bougainville independence consultations. This significant visit follows Sir Jerry's appointment as moderator at the recent joint supervisory body meeting between the ABG and the national government, which formally endorsed the moderator's terms of reference. Accompanied by key UN representatives Richard Howard and Don Del Rio, Sir Jerry engaged with Bougainville's leadership, community representatives, and various stakeholders. His 5-day visit included high-level meetings, community consultations, and engagements aimed at establishing dialogue and building understanding on Bougainville's issues. Sir Jerry traveled across the region, visiting key districts and communities. Sir Jerry Mate Paraya's visit marked a vital progress in the post-referendum process, reinforcing the shared commitment to achieving a peaceful and sustainable outcome for Bougainville. Australia and New Zealand have supported the Bougainville Senior Leaders Professional Development Program, or BSL-PDP, over the past year, enhancing the leadership, governance and professional skills of Bougainville's ministers and senior officials. Delivered by the National University of Melbourne, the program included 6 modules led by experts in governance, public-making, economic development, and ethical leadership. The final module held this month at the university focused on sustainable economic development. Participants engaged in knowledge sharing with leaders from Melanesia and Asia Pacific and explored Australian examples, including Indigenous-led entrepreneurship. The module emphasized blue-green economy projects, global market access and public-private partnerships for infrastructure development. The program equips Bougainville leaders with practical tools to support the region's economic resilience and sustainable growth. This is TVWAN News. Stay with us when we have stories abroad when we return.
Experience a convenient and smarter way to do your banking with BSB Mobile Banking. You don't have to leave the office or your home to pay for bills. You can view your account balance, transfer funds, top up phone credits, or purchase easy-pay units wherever you are. Visit your BSB branch today to register now for BSB Mobile Banking. BSB Mobile Banking, the smarter way to bank. BSB, our bank, our people.
He says the best Hunters players come from his region. So does she. But there's one thing that brings everyone together. SB Lager, Bunyamyumi.
Open nets.
Hiya, Mama.
You wait then, but me add him special flavor.
Put in more flavor, put in more taste. Add your kakaro, get up a big smile on face. Time for Kim chicken, a great kumutu. Sip, sip, the moo, yes, magic on you.
Maggi, the taste PNG loves.
Superstition ain't the way.
A quick favorite meal for the day does feel good. Snacks Noodles is my choice for a simple meal. It is easy to prepare and fast to cook. And with a touch of flavor and ingredients, quality noodles that can be cooked and enjoyed in many different ways. You see, my whole family loves it. It's made here in PNG and comes in different pack sizes. Snacks Noodles, tastier but you like it more.
Thanks for staying with us. A small town in the state's northwest is fighting to keep a local family in their community. The Atebs from Papua New Guinea have been given until the 13th of December to leave the country after an unsuccessful visa application. It's a disappointing end to a 5-year process.
Moved to northern New South Wales in 2019, Bingara became their home. Rosemary upskilled from her cleaning job to become an assistant in aged care. Her husband Petrus works at the local supermarket and the kids are settled in school.
People are friendly. You can move around at will. There's no fear of going around in Bingara.
Before moving to Bingara, they applied for a protection visa.
I come from a place called Mount Argan. I had a little rental company and somebody eyed my car. And once he was on his way, he drove into a bridge and killed himself. So because I received some threats from these people, I had to come to Australia.
But that bid has been rejected and they've been ordered to return to PNG. Locals say the Ateps are a vital part of the community.
We're short on a lot of skills in Australia, let alone the bush, where we're frightfully short of them.
I'm working 80 to 90 hours a fortnight. I am a call-on staff every day. During my off days, I'm always called in because there's someone sick.
Some politicians are taking up their case, while more than 2,000 people have signed a petition calling for them to stay.
To me, the system is unfair. We need them here. Thank you for letting them be here. Please make it permanent.
The Department of Home Affairs wouldn't comment on this case specifically due to privacy reasons. It told the ABC it does not consider an applicant's skills when assessing a protection visa.
The Ateps say they consider the people of Bingara their family.
I'm going to leave my family behind, that's what I'm thinking. If I have to go, but I don't want to go.
Unless the minister intervenes, the family's time in Australia will end in mid-December.
An Indigenous leader from Victoria's southwest will spend at least 3 years behind bars after ripping off the community he was meant to be serving. Jeff Clark was sentenced in the county court after a 10-year investigation that found he was used positions of power to steal almost $1 million. His elder son Jeremy Clark escaped prison time despite being complicit in parts of his father's fraud.
Victims know him well. Many are family.
A lot of people tend to forget that too. So, you know, it's a bit more personal.
The great-grandfather stole from them for almost 2 decades while he controlled the Framlingham Indigenous community in Victoria's southwest, using his power to defraud Indigenous organisations and a community trust of almost $1 million. The alarm was raised in 2010, sparking a complex, decade-long investigation that ended in 3 separate juries finding Jeff Clark guilty of 25 charges. His son was found guilty of 7.
Your dad is not remorseful, the judge said. Are you?
Today, Clark was sentenced to 6 years and 2 months jail. His son escaped prison with a suspended sentence.
Sites have been neglected, particularly along the Murray River.
Jeff Clark was once known as a powerful advocate, as the former chair of the Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander Commission, but prosecutors say he lived a double life.
And divided our family, and today's my vindication.
The stolen money funded maintenance on Clark's homes and personal legal fees after a civil trial in 2007 found he committed rape.
Now he's convicted in the criminal courts too. Judge Michael O'Connell sat through all 3 of his trials and sentenced Clark today, saying his crimes were profoundly disappointing and morally reprehensible. The 72-year-old will have to serve at least 3 years, 9 months jail before he's eligible for parole.
Today is about the truth and it's about moving forward.
Long time coming. We can't change the past, we can only shape the future.
Victims turning their focus to healing and compensation.
The leader of the Lebanese militant group Hezbollah claims to have won a divine victory against Israel 3 days after agreeing to ceasefire. But in the group's stronghold in southern Beirut, there's immense destruction, leaving questions over where the funding to rebuild the city will come from.
When you enter the Dahir district, you see whole buildings have been taken down like this one. In fact, it looks like 2 buildings have been dropped here by a large or multiple airstrikes. The damage is enormous. In some cases, the top floor of a building has been destroyed, and in others, the entire building, as you can see, totally demolished. And when that happens, if you're living next door to one of these sites, you can expect the buildings all around to suffer significant damage. So you can see here there's damage from the blast wave and there's damage from debris. And a lot of the people who are returning to this district in the last couple of days have found they can't actually access their homes. They can't get in to see just how much damage has been done, what's left of their possessions. It's too dangerous in some cases. And in others, their houses have been completely destroyed and they've lost everything. Now, Hezbollah has a significant presence here, but a lot of the people who live here are just ordinary civilians. And a lot of them aren't very well off. This is not always, in many parts, a prosperous district. They're really concerned about how they're going to restart their lives. How will they recover if their house and their home has been badly damaged? These are all questions that no one's been able to answer just yet. And it's left a lot of people who are returning for the first time. They've only been staying a few kilometres away. Some of them have been coming back and forth to check on their homes, but now they're getting a proper look at just how badly this protracted conflict has damaged their home.
You're watching TVWAN News. Sports is next. Stay tuned.
Experience a convenient and smarter way to do your banking with BSB Mobile Banking. You don't have to leave the office or your home to pay for bills. You can view your account balance, transfer funds, top up phone credits, or purchase Easy Pay units wherever you are. Visit your BSB branch today to register now for BSB Mobile Banking. BSB Mobile Banking, the smarter way to bank. BSB, our bank, our people.
A true champion is measured by their courage, their determination, and their passion to never give up and to always keep trying. With a delicious Milo and milk taste and added nutrients, Milo and milk is a great way to fuel our little champions with nourishing energy every day. Because true champions give it their all.
Milo, PNG é minha. Prime PNG made.
Whether we're playing sport, exercising for fitness, being active for work or play, just having some fun, or just chilling, there is one name we can count on that we know will keep us going strong. Skell rice. Healthy, nutritious, delicious medium grain rice full of vitamins and minerals. Skell helps us maintain a healthy, active lifestyle so we can enjoy every day.
Skell rice.
Skell life.
In its first 10 years, the PNG LNG project has had a long-lasting impact, contributing more than 26 billion kina to the state of Papua New Guinea. Equity distributions are paid to KPHL and MRDC based on the interest they hold. Tax is paid to the IRC, while development levy and royalties are paid to DPE. For more information on direct and indirect benefits, visit PNG EITI's website.
Welcome back. In sports, the Bougainville Pikinini Christmas Charity Golf Tournament, scheduled for December 6, 2024 at the Royal Port Moresby Golf Club, has received tremendous support from sponsors like Alibi, Theodist, CPL Group, CHM and BNBM. NWTL Group of companies also donated a 75-inch smart TV and trophies for top winners. Proceeds from the event will support BBP's literacy program and library donations across Papua New Guinea. Sponsorships and teams registration are still open, offering a chance to make a difference in the lives of children this Christmas season. After a roller coaster 2024 season troubled by a recurring knee injury, Hella Wigman live wire number 9 and PNG Hunters versatile middle forward, Trevor Solo is counting his lucky stars now that he's back in the Hunters training squad for the 2025 Host Plus Cup season. Solo said he draws motivation from his late father, who was his great mentor and inspiration before he passed 2 years ago. After steering his beloved Hella Wigman to making the grand final this year, Southern Highlands prodigy and PNG Hunters bench number 9, Trevor Solo is back in the grind. After a troublesome season, missing a lot of Q Cup games due to a recurring knee injury. Solo did some hard yards during off-season to get his knee fixed and now ready to get back in the grind with Hunters training squad.
Pretty much I had a PCL from the preseason this year, from last year's preseason coming into this year, and it's been really struggling for me throughout the season, missing a lot of games and struggling. The pain is really tough for me to continue playing some good footy this year, but I think the break helped me, and going back, work on my rehab and try to fix my knee as soon as possible to start a good year for me.
Solo said it's been a tough preseason with so many injuries and struggling throughout his game, but feeling good and ready to go again.
I'm really looking forward to 2025 season. Now I can feel my knee is good, getting back the way it used to be, so I'm ready.
Now with the departure of Judah Rimhu, there will be some big shoes to fill, but having the next man up mentality, this is a good opportunity to compete for the hooking role with so many good players around.
I think Judah has been really good for us this year. He's been playing good, and now he's got an opportunity for himself and make himself proud. So for me to fill the space and for young hookers coming in, yeah, it's a big shoe to fill and a lot of responsibilities and all that. But yeah, we know we can play. It's just something that we train every day, and we want to put the next man up attitude, and so yeah, it's a good opportunity for me to fill in the space.
For the 2025 season, he said the body is good and everyone is looking to make their mark, but it all comes with hard work and commitment. With some big boys coming on board, he believes that will help the team a lot this coming season. An independent 100-day review of infrastructure for the 2032 Brisbane Olympics and Paralympic Games has officially kicked off. The Queensland Premier says he doesn't believe Brisbane needs another stadium, but the review scope has sparked questions about whether it leaves the door open.
The Premier hitting reset on the Brisbane 2032 Games.
We've now fired the starting gun. This is now day 1 of 100. Their time starts now.
The LNP rushed through laws overnight to set up an independent infrastructure and coordination authority. The body will review all venues, transport systems and the athletes' villages.
We are going to deliver world-class infrastructure for a world-class event.
Chaired by property industry veteran Stephen Conry, the panel also includes other prominent business and tourism leaders. The government revealed the terms of reference, with the scope allowing the panel to review new, upgraded and temporary venues. The Premier has repeatedly said no new stadiums would be built for the Games.
I don't believe the city needs another stadium. I don't. And let me be clear, I've said that.
But the terms of reference don't explicitly rule it out. David Crisafulli was asked if the government would reject a new stadium if it was recommended by the panel, but he skirted the issue.
Would you veto a suggestion of
that you've got 100 days, and I don't think that's too much to ask.
The Lord Mayor says the scope has left the door open.
I think it really makes it clear that all options will be considered. My gut feeling is that Victoria Park would have to be one of the prime candidates in terms of options.
Some of the country's top athletes are also pushing for new venues to create a lasting legacy.
I think it's time the government kind of turns an eye and looks at recreating a new Chandler Aquatic Centre and not just a drop-in pool that can be taken away.
The Olympic review is set to be completed in March.
That's it for sports. Now a look at weather. In regional forecast, southern Port Moresby partly cloudy with some afternoon showers and possible thunderstorm. Alatau partly cloudy with some rain showers. Mamase lay partly cloudy with a chance of a shower or two. Medang some rain showers and possible thunderstorm. New Guinea Islands, Lorengau mostly fine partly cloudy. Kokopo Rabaul cloudy with some rain showers and islands. Meditari and Wabag mostly cloudy with rain showers and possible thunderstorms. And that ends the news tonight. Thanks for your company. Bye now.
The TVWAN News was proudly brought to you by
BSP, our bank, our people.